Scholars local forecaster Everett Lau in the Weather Center. Wanted to give you another update. Again, a tornado warning has been issued for Coles County. This is going to be in effect until 8:30 this evening, and this does include the cities of Mattoon and Charleston. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that's also in effect until 9 o'clock this evening, but my main concern is going to be this tornado warning that is in effect for central portions of Coles County, including the cities of Mattoon and Charleston. This does include Eastern Illinois University until 8:30 this evening. So now is the time, if you're in that red polygon, seek shelter in the lowest, most interior room of your home or business. Again, we have a tornado warning for Coles County until 8:30 this evening. Now this is for radar indicated rotation. This thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado, and at 8:02 that was located near Cooks Mills. That has moved, looks like crossing the Interstate 57 and Route 45 corridors at this point. And it is sliding down to the east at 30 miles an hour, a little bit down to the southeast. So this is going to be getting close to the city of Charleston, especially the downtown area. So I'm going to draw a track on that, again to the east, a little bit to the southeast. 8:17 for Loxa, so in the next 7 minutes. 8:26 for the city of Charleston. So you have about 15 minutes for the city of Charleston to seek your shelter in the lowest, most interior room of your home or business. At this point, based on the track of this thunderstorm, it looks like the bigger threat for Charleston is going to be the downtown area around the square. Eastern is about a mile south of that, so it will be a little bit safer, but now's not the time to question that distance. If you're on Eastern's campus, seek shelter now, lowest, most interior room, as this thunderstorm will continue to be moving through. I'll go ahead and put the velocity scope on here and we'll look at the radar indication, and we can definitely see that rotation kind of tightening up right now just to the north of Mattoon. So this is right now, this radar update, which is going to be a little bit old because it takes some time to get that information back to the station. This is going to be between Highway 45 and Interstate 57. That bright shade that you can see there near Mattoon, that's going to be the point of concern that we're going to be watching with as this thunderstorm continues to move through. So I'll come back on screen. So this is just to the south of Humboldt. Humboldt is in the warning. Mattoon is in the warning, but the main threat is just to the north of the city, where you see these red and greens interacting together. That's where we're tracking that rotation. And this is moving off to the east at 30 miles an hour. So the city of Charleston, again, now is the time to seek shelter. Lowest, most interior room. Put as many walls between you and the outside as you can, and also seek shelter away from windows. Flying glass can be very hazardous if there were to be a tornado on the ground. Again, at this point, at least the latest update we had, this was only for radar indicated rotation. We didn't have a report of anything on the ground, but this is going to be continuing to slide across central portions of the area right along Route 16. So Sarah Bush Hospital into the Coles County Airport, all the way down into Charleston. And even if you're in Ashmore, be ready to seek shelter. This thunderstorm is going to be headed pretty close to your location. Right now, you're just outside the warning that kind of extends down the Imbra River Valley. But again, city of Charleston, now is the time to seek that shelter. Again, right now, just to the north of Mattoon is where we're tracking that rotation, those reds and the greens interacting together. Here are those tornado safety precaution tips. Lowest, most interior room. Seek your shelter away from windows. If you're in a mobile home or a vehicle, now is the time to abandon those. And again, put as many walls between you and the outside as you can and get down as low as you can. That will give you the best protection if a tornado were to touch down. Of course, you can keep updated here on WEIU and with your NOAA weather radios as this moves through. Now, I do want to recap some other warnings that we have in effect for the area. Obviously, that tornado warning is most important, but we also have a severe thunderstorm warning for Coles, Clark, and Edgar counties. This is in effect until 9 o'clock. That thunderstorm also capable of producing ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So very strong thunderstorm, regardless of whether or not it does go ahead and produce a tornado. And then we also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Shelby County. This thunderstorm looks like it's falling apart a little bit. This warning only for the next couple minutes. This one was capable of producing 2-inch size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So again, I'm going to reset the radar here, and this is going to be a tornado warning for Coles County that we are most concerned with at this point. Pull that back up on the screen. And that's where we're watching that rotation. City of Charleston, now is the time to seek shelter. We are going to be watching that very closely. The strongest part of that thunderstorm is now just to the north of the city of Mattoon, and then it will be sliding down further to the southeast at about 30 miles an hour. So that's why Charleston is under the threat for that severe weather. So if we can take the graphics full screen again, I'll get back closer and we can track some of that rotation. So again, that velocity mode with SkyTrack. The green is wind headed towards the radar, and red is wind headed away from the radar. And right now, that last update, it was centered over Interstate 57. But that green isn't very bright, so that indicates that at least that part of the rotation isn't too strong. But this is between Loxa and Mattoon. It will be sliding to the east at about 30 miles an hour. So again, if you're in Charleston, seek shelter now. You have about 10 minutes before this thunderstorm will be making its way into the area. I'll draw a track, and hopefully I'm zoomed out enough. So, yep, 8:24 for the city of Charleston. The timing has remained pretty consistent as this thunderstorm moves through the area. So I'll go back to what we're used to seeing, reflectivity, which shows the rainfall in those thunderstorms. And those bright purples that you see there, that could be some strong hail. And I think I have our hail tracker pulled up in here too. And we can see what some of those hail indicators are showing for the area. And again, there is that core of the hail. This thunderstorm is capable of producing ping pong ball sized hail. So that color that you see there, right over the Route 45 shield, that's where the strongest possibility of that hail is going to be located as this thunderstorm moves through the region. So I'll put the tornado safety precaution tips up one more time for you. Lowest to most interior room of your home or business, as many walls between you and the outside as you can. Abandon those mobile homes and vehicles if you have time, because those are not going to be safe from these thunderstorms if a tornado is on the ground. Now stay tuned to NOAA weather radios and WEIU. I'll put the radar back up. Overview. Again, the strongest is right through the central part of our area. Tornado warning continues for Coles County until 8:30 for anyone that's just now joining us. I'm in the National Weather Service chat room right now. We are not seeing any confirmed reports of a tornado. Nothing coming in from the Emergency Management Agency or anything like that, but we are going to continue to monitor this very closely. I'll zoom back in here really quick. A tornado warning continues for Coles County until 8:30. This does include the city of Charleston. So now is the time, Charleston, the lowest, most interior room of your home or business. We'll keep you updated and have another update here pretty soon, but for now, we'll get you back to regular programming.